I'll just cut out whatever I need to.
Yeah.
All right, so then I guess everybody's here. Is everybody connected? I think so.
I am not connected. I am sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it still not there yet.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. I got laundry to do, dude.
Is that what you were doing?
Yeah.
All that noise?
All that noise was me flipping around laundry. Was it loud? I'm sorry if it was loud.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Sounds like you were fighting with it.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Out and
was.
about.
From the beast.
Yeah, it was me opening, closing doors. Or yeah. Because like you got like the flaps with the washer, you got like the top one, then the dryer, you got just like a side one, like in front of it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right? That was me slapping them open.
Hey,
BS.
Yeah, man, it's been a very stressful week.
oof.
And those things are metal, so they won't break easily.
That's good.
Is that a dice tower? It is.
Yeah, I was looking at that going, Dice Tower, what the heck?
What is that?
Where do you see a dice tower?
Bottom right,
I'm right.
right above our macros.
They added it.
What?
Function?
You know what? I think I was playing with stuff and I
Oh.
broke it.
Wow.
no!
Not broke it.
Dice
but
tower.
Let me
Dice
Everybody know what
tower,
a
dice
tower
tower.
is except me?
I
know what a
didn't see
dice
it
tower
because
is.
I know what it is. I
No,
was
I
playing
don't
around
know
with-
what it is, so somebody
Oh.
tell me.
Oh, you don't?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You go ahead, though.
Okay. Oh no, it's gone. Basically, what a dice tower is, it's like a more like orderly way to roll dice without it like fucking falling off the edge of the table.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
so it's like a bowl?
It's
Yeah.
usually
So
a
like,
tall thing that's tower-like, and you just put the dice at the top and it rolls down to the bottom,
mhm.
and it'll tell you what your dice rolled.
Okay.
Not sure why that's needed. And
Yeah,
yep,
it's pretty sad if we need it with virtual dice.
that just disappear after like a second.
I need to be immersed. And the fucking
Yeah,
Oh,
can
it's
you
Plinko.
leave the dice that you rolled? And
Oh, okay, I knew that's happening there.
Now they do have like obviously much more fancy ones, but that's like the gist of it. They're designed to like give you a more random roll.
Yeah.
So I was just playing around with some of the things in Fantasy Grounds. I left it on by mistake.
oh, okay.
But you guys can't see your rolls, right? So like Giselle, you couldn't see what you rolled, could you?
No, I could not.
No.
Yeah, see, so I can see. So if you roll it in the tower, only I see the results,
Oh.
Oh.
which is weird. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but
Oh,
I mean,
God, just take my word
for all the perception checks that we do.
really, are you streaming?
Yeah, I started already 3 minutes ago.
Oh.
I just said I'll just cut everything out from the start.
Oh, okay.
Oops.
There's-
If
on
I
your
remember.
stream, it says the stream's about to start, so that's what I was wondering.
Wow, it's ready.
No, that means it's actually it's streaming. It's just not, the content hasn't started.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess we're ready to start. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Wait,
All right, let's do this. Whenever you're ready, Willie.
I'm ready.
All right. Well, welcome back. Sorry, we missed last week. Yeah, it was a busy weekend, so welcome back, and today's gonna hopefully be all right. Not feeling 100% today, so if I'm grumpy or short, I apologize up front. If I
So you're saying if you're a dwarf?
that too. I mean, I'm short, but you know.
Shoot,
If
That's
I
a
if I kill the party tonight out of frustration and anger, I apologize.
TPK! TPK!
So,
Just like a fucking, like, a wormling just drops down from the sky, just decimates like half the party first round. It's like,
Yeah,
oh.
you guys are gonna fight a couple dragons tonight
What?
just to get it done.
What?
Not even like a full-grown dragon. I don't think we could
Like-
even.
Pixie dragon.
Just a drake.
Yeah, man.
Just a
Alright,
drake.
An adolescent dragon. Like, yo, man, I'm gonna fuck
A
you up.
wyvern?
All right. Luke, do you want to go ahead and do our recap for us?
Yes. Let's see. Now it's all like I said before. Then it's all jotting up for him, so bear with me. Let's see. Well, we'll start off with Luke having a dream. His dad was disappointed in his actions. It was storming raining outside. After like a little investigation on his part and just thinking back to comparing to his hometown guards. The guards are acting normal towards murder suspects, so note to self, talk to them first. And use once you had to, but non-lethal blows. We're going to disguise ourselves. Luke, Radric, and Juan head to the gate. Ash's cloak drags along the ground. I don't know why I didn't put that note there. I think he had a long cloak.
Or was it the other way around? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I think you had a big cloak because you had those guys, so.
Yeah,
What?
me and Juan switched cloaks.
I had the long one because I'm shorter, right?
Yeah.
You're like 6 foot.
Like 2 inches.
Anna succeeds to bluff with the guard, and we made our way north. We decided to go to meet her and not buy her at the camp.
Uh-oh.
We were given 50 silver pieces for helping. Meet her is the town where Anna's husband lived in. The Jolly Jackal is the Popcorn Tavern. Luke and Radric had gone to the tavern while Anna and the rest were gone to the house. Anna has some sad thoughts. I don't know why I marked that down. I think he missed something with the husband. Ash checked the dagger. There were no curses, yet it had some strange magical properties. Ash had no idea how it works.
I got nothing to do.
Yeah. So we decided to head to Oitum, Luke's home, to find out more about the dagger. The mission, OTM. Oh yeah, that's right. Just a little list of missions I was thinking about. Mission, OTM, Dangrim Paddy Mountains to beat up slavers. Hopefully get contact information for that ship that got away. Harkova and Kathir will stay behind, meet her while we go east, because Kathir was feeling homesick, so she wanted to stay back. We're being followed by pixies, and put in quotations, what do we know about pixies? It's a little running joke from last time. It's like, what do he know about pixies? What does Ash know about pixies? And so on and so forth. We stopped at the pixie that was hiding away. Vendrath sneaks up at a pixie, got away. Vendrath fell down. Bridget kicked away vines. Anna stopped mid-sentence as she was in a daze. We offered gold, but they're still threatening us. We're going to fight the pixies now. And Ash, she's magically inside the pixie and obliterate the poor thing. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention hundreds of pixies are now.
I was gonna say, yeah, you can't forget the obliteration.
Oh yeah, magic crystals, instant death.
All right, so there we are. Okay, so let's get
So
back
we're in the
to-
forest.
in
You
the
know, I really
forest.
wish I had Burning Hands right about now.
Shit.
Because it's gonna go bad.
Yeah, I agree.
I wish I had Thunder Wave.
Sounds awfully useful right now.
We're not starting that again, okay? Stop.
Nope, fuck. Alright, got it. Just add a little extra note.
Am I gonna have to be your slightly chaotic good conscience?
I think you already done that since you obliterated a fairy. I just want you to know that I
Yeah.
cheered when you did it. I was like, yeah!
Yeah, we were trying to dip mag.
Brutal.
But they were putting us in it.
I don't think that was gonna work, honestly. I was pretty done.
Magic is glad it worked. 'Cause that was
Okay.
cool.
Of course you were.
All right. So let's see here. So yeah, the last thing that happened was the pixie, one of the pixies, as soon as they saw that Ash obliterated one of their little friends, blew a horn. And kind of all throughout the trees, you guys noticed that you saw little kind of torches light up, and you could see more and more pixies kind of just flooding out of the forest, kind of almost surrounding you guys. And that's where we are now. So we need to you guys need to decide what you're gonna do. You had 2 pixies close to you, and you don't know exactly how many pixies are around you. You know, because obviously they're still kind of coming through the trees. So, what do you guys want to do?
Do we run? Do we fight? What do you want?
What do we have?
Uh,
Do we have any area damage? Do we have any ways to stealthily run away?
So,
really.
just so we know, we'll use the cleave rules if you guys do decide to stay and try and fight. So,
Yeah, I was thinking about the clave rules you were mentioning before.
kill one, it goes through the next one. If they're kind of in a bunch, you may be able to kill a handful of them.
Our first question.
I just kind of want to let you guys know that
Mhm.
we'll use that for tonight.
The last time we did this, I was given the impression that there was like literally like hundreds of them or something like that. Is that right?
There's quite a few of them. Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't. Actually, let me just roll for it, and I can tell you exactly how many there are. Okay,
There's
so
a
it
billion.
looks like.
Billions.
So it
billions
looks
of pixies.
it looks like there's going to be about 170.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
About.
Oh, Peril.
So, I'm full on spells except that -1 of that magic missile. I have no AoE because I need to level up in order to get another spell.
Are they all? Are we hearing this all around us, or they're kind of like behind us and one
Or like a
direction?
certain like direction.
They're mostly okay. So unfortunately, because I was messing with stuff, I lost the encounter sheet. But I'll share I'll share that where you guys were. Let me get everybody back on here. This is not the right one because I don't have the grid on here. This is the same sheet though. I just don't have the grid on here. So you guys were kind of walking through this kind of little ravine area.
Yes.
You guys were coming in from the north, heading, I guess, what is that, southeast. And so the pixies were in front of you. So they're pretty much all in front of you right now. Kind of surrounding, I guess I would say, from the east to the west, kind of coming out forward towards you guys. So you could try to run through them. You could stay and fight. You could try to run back. You know, pretty much whatever you guys want to try to do.
Does this map actually depict like the terrain around us? If we're kind of in this ravine with cliffs and rocks and all that kind of
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
This is where we were when you guys came across the couple of pixies.
Yeah.
Where's a drawing tool? I need a drawing tool. Someone, help me.
Right click,
Yeah,
and
we
then-
should burn down the whole forest.
No, we should not, because this is rocky
No.
terrain. Nothing's gonna burn.
There's trees here. There's grass, bush. Plenty of
Well,
things catch fire.
Do not burn trees near my home, please.
Does anyone see that X? Yeah. It's like we
It's
try
kind
to
of
hold
thin,
this.
but yeah, that's where we were. That's our approximate location.
If we could get like current positions, unless we're running, we haven't had like a full-on consensus. Who wants to fight? Who wants to run?
Why not both? Kind of run and fight.
Run and gun? What is
Yeah.
this, Uncharted?
Yeah.
That's what Vendrath was doing with the other guy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Magic thinks,
Vendrath, what do you think?
as much as he wants to fight, there's still more of them than there is us. And you
Yes,
get
there is.
overwhelmed pretty easily.
Uh-huh.
And apparently they can just make me fall down at any given moment, so...
Yes!
Yeah,
They all are spellcasters.
Yeah, they could try to fuck with us.
Oh,
So we
Oh,
could
yeah.
just run, you know, scorched earth policy maybe.
I'm not really keen on doing that. 'Cause I'm
No, not
shoulder
really.
it all.
well,
How far would they, yeah, but how far would they catch us? Like, you know, if it goes out of bounds or territory, would they like piss off?
as
Depends
far as we
how
know,
bad
I'm
we just-
guessing it's the
They're
whole,
faster than us.
it's the whole
Okay.
thing.
All right. I
No,
need to know,
they're
what are you
slower
guys
than
gonna
us.
do? Are you gonna run or are you gonna fight?
Question about
Consensus right now.
Run.
range attacks. Do they pierce?
No.
No.
They stop at the first person.
Oh.
Anyway, consensus.
Well,
Run or stay.
You know,
Willie.
like an arrow then.
Well, like I said, we'll use the cleave rule. So if your arrow does 7 damage, and the pixies, have an
That's
average of
most-
3, you'll kill 2.5 pixies.
Wow. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
We should like run.
Mhm.
We can fight on more on a terrain that's a bit more of advantage to us.
Okay. So,
Okay.
so you guys are gonna run?
Yeah,
I haven't heard from everybody.
Yeah, we'll bail.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what we'll do is we'll kind of make this like an encounter, sort of like the bridge, where this will be a running encounter. You'll have the pixies chasing you, and we'll go from there. Okay. All right. So you guys decide you're gonna take off running. Are you running in the direction you were heading, or are you gonna turn around and run back the other way?
Assuming they're in front of us, I would say run back.
Yeah, I would say fall back.
I don't know. Do I know anything about the current terrain that we're in, or the current area? Do I know what's up ahead? I guess.
Yeah, since you were the one that's leading the way, I mean, you have a general idea of kind of what's coming up. The terrain is definitely getting a little more rocky than it was as you guys get closer to OTM. You got the mountains kind of to the north, so it's getting a little more hilly. Just this place where you guys are down in, it's kind of this little ravine. But you can see I would say maybe 500 yards in front of you. You can see where it kind of levels back out and opens up. So you can see that you can see it because that's what you do.
If we could get in the position where we can just funnel them in, like
Yeah,
to
that's what I
where
was
they're just
thinking.
in front of us, that'd be great. That's why I'm saying retreat north.
Okay, so forward or backwards?
Has he been here before? Does he?
Well,
No,
he's
he's
just
just
like the top of. We came from the bottom of the map and we're heading up above.
other
the
way.
map,
You came from the top and you're heading
We
down.
came from the top. We're heading down.
Correct.
Okay. And they're coming from the down part.
Correct.
Okay. Then why don't we just huddle over by this tree over here?
We want to be in a. we
Okay,
don't wanna be
so
stuck in a corner.
All right,
so
Richard,
you
okay.
already said you guys are gonna run. We need to know which direction. Are you running backwards or are you running forward?
I think we said backwards.
Okay, yeah, I just hadn't heard I hadn't really heard
Unless Vendrath says something.
either way.
I would trust his word.
Yeah, I would trust Vendrath's words.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Hey, you guys weren't saying anything.
So
Oh, shut up.
if
I'm
you
muting
decide
my
to
mic.
run, forward, they're not all clumped up right in front of you. So there's a good chance that you could get through them.
Or I could just kick them out of the way.
or you could just kick them out of the way.
Yeah. No, I guess the reason I was asking what was in front of us is it difficult terrain? Is it are we going to
No.
be climbing uphill against the wind and a waterfall or something?
No waterfalls.
Which is the path
Okay.
of least resistance.
Yeah. So I mean, if it seems like it's okay for us to run forward, then I think we should run forward because that's the way we need to go anyway. I mean, it's true we don't know exactly how deep into pixie territory we are. We might have just now entered, and we might be going into the, heart of pixiedom.
Hey man, I've got a lot of spell slots left. So
I'm trusting
if
you
you
to lead us across.
Okay. All right.
the
So you guys
bridge.
decide you're gonna run forward then through the pixies.
it's time for the Blitzkrieg.
Sure, let's do it. Hail Mary.
Okay. All right. So here's what's going to happen. All right. So each person is going to roll a different saving throw as we kind of progress through. Like I said, it opens up maybe about 500 yards. So we'll do 5 rounds and see how we get. See how far we get. Okay, so I'm gonna actually let's go ahead and let's have everybody roll initiative.
It took me a
And
second to remember how to do that.
I am going. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh shoot! I just keep
Oh.
adding more.
Oh. Oh no.
Is this Pillars of Eternity?
Say that again.
This music.
What about it?
It's probably random.
Yeah, it's just
Sounds
it's
like
some
the
random thing.
Beetlejuice soundtrack.
It's a random playlist.
Okay, all right. So okay,
Fucking love
so
Pillars.
we're gonna go based off of initiative. I only have one pixie in there, and that'll be the turns for the pixies. Because I obviously I'm not going to add 170 pixies into the combat tracker.
Come on, money.
I mean, that's gonna be a lot of rolls, dude.
Wait,
Hey,
are we
I'd rather that than like one roll and find out all 170 pixies hit us.
No, that's not the way it's going to work. It'll just be turns. Okay. All right. So Raderick, you're going to go first. So Raderick's going to run through kind of this, kind of like think of it kind of like a shield of pixies. So go ahead and roll me. Give me an athletics check.
Okay. Dwarves are known to be athletic.
Okay. All right. And okay. All right. So you barrel into kind of this line of pixies, and you pretty much just plow right through them. They almost move out of your way. They're not, obviously they're kind of fluttering around, so they kind of scatter a little bit. So you've made it kind of through that first line there. So you're kind of leading the way. So Juan, you're next. What are you gonna do? You're gonna follow.
I'm gonna follow him.
Follow line. Okay, go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
Plain athletic? Oh wait, yeah.
Yep,
Skills.
just plain old athletics check.
I am that tired. I forgot how to do skills. God damn.
All right, same
I'm
thing.
sorry.
So Raderick kind of clears the way for you. We lost Pop.
Yeah, I'm coming back. I just have to fix it.
Okay. All right. Same thing. So you kind of Raderick's kind of like your linebacker. You kind of follow him through the hole he's created there. Ash, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Yeah. Okay. This might go bad. I was trying to see if I could get anything before I do this. Well, one second. Second. I was afraid of this.
Oh boy.
Would this be considered a saving throw?
This is not a saving throw. This is strictly athletics.
Yeah.
This is a result of all those hiding in bushes, okay? And I get enough exercise.
You stop right now. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay.
So that's it. That's what you got, a 3.
I got a 3.
Okay. All right. So as you try to follow Juan through the hole that Raderick created, you're swarmed by 2 swarms of pixies. There's 6 or 7 pixies per swarm, and you're gonna take. Oh, geez, you're gonna take 4 points of damage.
2 full battalions of pixies or something.
Yeah, basically. So let's see. So no, yeah, I'll take care of it for you. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. All right. So that is going to be the pixies' turns. The pixies, you see, they kind of close in. They're going to kind of close in now that they see that you guys are running forward. They're going to try to keep pace with you guys as you guys are moving down. They're not necessarily bunching up to the front, but they're kind of moving alongside with you guys. They're not moving in. They're just kind of keeping pace with you guys. So Vendrath, so you see Ash get swarmed. It looks like he's like you can see those swarms of gnats kind of flying around. He has these swarm of pixies kind of flying around him.
Devoured
Imagine
by
Nobby.
piranha pixies.
Yep. What are you gonna do?
All right, well, got both my hand axes drawn. I'm gonna run forward and see if I can chop some of them off of Ash
Okay.
as I get up to him.
Okay. So let's see. Go ahead and roll your attack. Go ahead and just roll your 1d20 and add your modifier. We'll have to do this manually, so we have to do it like we really play D&D. So go ahead and roll your 20 and add your modifier.
What?
Just do your normal attack, whatever your attack is on it.
Attacking while out of ammo.
Doing that thing again.
Well, out of ammo.
It's okay. Just roll your 20 and add whatever your modifier is on your axes.
just roll a d20.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
shit! Holy shit!
That's it, guys. That's my 20 for the whole campaign.
All right.
Here, it's
so
finally
geez
here.
I
Louise,
get to roll my second one, or
Well, go ahead and roll your damage for your first one,
okay? Oh yeah, okay.
because it's gonna automatically. Okay, so you come in swinging, and your first axe comes in, and you kill 4 of them. So there's about 6 of them left, kind of fluttering around him right now.
Wow.
6 of them just kind of smash, like you just obliterate them. And so let's see. Go ahead and roll your second attack then.
I wish I had a soundboard set up.
Oof, almost a one.
Ooh.
All right. So your second attack misses.
Oh. That's all right. Good thing the first one hit.
Yeah.
Well.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
I mean, not really. No. I mean, whatever movement it took me to get there, and then 2 attacks.
Okay. All right, Anna, you're up. Are you connected still, Anna?
Uh-oh.
I'm here.
We lost
Sorry.
her.
It's okay.
Okay.
So I don't know. Did you hear what was going on?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. All right. So Ash is being swarmed by pixies. He's got about 6 pixies left on him. Vendrath is there with him, trying to kill the pixies that are swarming him. Raderick and Juan have moved through the line. They're kind of on the other side, so they're technically being chased by the pixies right now. Where Ash and Vendrath are with the pixies. So.
Real quick, are we going down or up
Yeah,
on the
you're heading
image?
south.
We're going down.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna imagine those lines as the pixies. Whoever drew those? Okay.
Are you immersed?
I'm trying to make some kind of image here, because just get an idea visually.
So what are you gonna do, Anna?
Should I run? Should I just run?
You should just run.
Just run.
Just run. Dur, 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 dur.
Should I stay
So
or should
are
I
you
go?
gonna run?
Yeah, where's my character? Because I can't see it.
Hey,
We don't
don't
have-
worry
No
about
one's
the
there.
map. Like,
It's
mind's
theater
eye.
of the mind.
This is like older school D&D.
It's like real D&D.
Real D&D.
So
Oh
what are
Just
you gonna,
God.
what are you gonna
Ignore
do?
my
Pop?
circles. It's
you
for
gonna
the
do,
stream.
I'm gonna run for it.
Okay, all right. So you run through. Go ahead and roll athletics check for me.
It's about being swift. All right. Quick.
But you're barreling through a wall of pixies.
Once we get on the other side, it'll change. Don't worry.
And then we're just following the
don't-
plan of Vendrath. He has a good plan.
Don't
Radical
use the
plan.
uniform.
Okay,
Ultron.
all right.
He did
So
better than me.
So you run through and you barrel past Vendrath and Ash, and you kind of catch up to where Juan and Raderick are. Okay, so Luke, you're up.
Shall I help Ash just get rid of the last two?
Who knows, dude?
Or roll athletics? Money?
What's up?
Well,
Can I like help get rid of the last two off of Ash?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were asking. I didn't know you were. That's what you. Yeah. So, if you're gonna want to, okay. So you're gonna run up to where Ash is. So go ahead and roll. Just roll your attack roll.
Yes. Hang on. There you go. Longsword.
Okay. So 14 hits. So go ahead and roll your go ahead and roll your damage.
Where's my? There it is.
Okay. All right. So you take out another 3 pixies. So there's only 3 left that are kind of still swarming around Ash. Okay. All right. So that brings us back up to the top. Okay. So Raderick, and this will apply for Raderick, Juan, and Anna because you guys are kind of ahead of where the other 3 are.
Ahead of the pack.
As you guys kind of run through the line, you guys notice that the terrain starts to level out a little bit. It's not as rocky, and you notice that the grass is just getting a little bit higher. Are you going to continue running?
Yes, unless something spooks me.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll me another. Actually, let's do a dexterity. Hold on. Let me see what we can do here. Where's your character sheet?
Dexterity? Do you mean acrobatics?
Give me one sec.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what? Let's just continue. Let's just keep doing acrobatics or athletics for now.
Athletics. You're an athlete.
Yep.
Welcome to football.
Sure am.
You're
Nice.
Big,
Okay. All right. So you just keep on. You're leading the way. You're kind of pulling out in front of everybody else. So Juan, that leaves you next. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna run after him.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and give me an athletics check. Same thing. You continue running, and you're kind of keeping pace with Raderick. I think you're actually faster than Raderick, so you're staying close to Raderick, just for safety in numbers kind of thing. All right, so Ash, you have 3 pixies left on you. What are you gonna do?
Wow. Can I attack then move, or does that not
You
work
can.
right now?
Yep,
Okay.
you can.
I'm going to attempt to do a sacred flame, just like to emanate it like in front of me. See if I can get a few of them off of me, then start running.
Okay.
Burn the force stamp.
It's radiant energy. You're not gonna holy the force away.
Scorched earth.
Should I just roll a? Do you want to do those?
Yeah, I already did. Okay, so all right, so they failed their saving throws. So go ahead and roll for damage.
No.
Wow.
All right, so your radiant damages, your second flame flies out and kind of singes the wings on one of them, but you still have 3. Okay, so if you run, then they'll get an attack of opportunity on you.
You know what? I'm gonna run.
Okay.
You
All right.
wounded a pixie.
When your
I singed them a
AC...
little bit.
That's a step down from magic missile.
All right, you take another 3 damage.
Okay.
Okay, Pixie's turn. Okay, all right. Why does it keep? Oh, because you can't see him. That's why. Okay, all right. So on the Pixie's turn, let's see how many.
Wait, did you skip Vendrath's turn?
No, I forgot that when I put them in the combat tracker,
We
if
can
you
see
keep
it.
them invisible, then you couldn't see it, so it was skipping over the Pixie, so I had to enable it. So let's see. Oh, that's not good. Okay, all right. So let's see, and that's gonna be Vendrath is going to be swarmed by 4 pixies.
Wow.
So Vendrath, you have 4 pixies swarming on you. So now you guys have 4. You guys are back up to 7 pixies. And what is your AC? Okay, and a couple of them come in with their little toothpick swords, try to poke at you, and they miss. So that's the end of their turn. Vendrath, you're up.
Money?
Yeah.
Is this the Warcraft 1 theme?
I don't know. I don't
It
know.
sounds like your campaign.
Just
Guys,
random
it probably
music.
is from a game. It's all in a random playlist.
Yeah,
it's
is
literally-
just a random playlist.
Literally
I have to know,
1 hour
Willie.
long.
I have to know.
It sounds
To
like
be
it.
honest, it does sound like Warcraft, yeah.
It could be.
Early
I don't have any
Warcraft.
idea. I just
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this sounds good. Let's play
That's
it.
your campaign from Orcs.
All right, Vendrath, what are you gonna do?
All right.
Okay.
So there's 7 pixies on between you and Ash. 3 on Ash, 4 on you.
Can I actually attack the ones that are on me, or
Of course, yeah.
okay?
Yep. So go ahead and roll your attack. A 23 definitely hits. So go ahead and roll your damage. And you're attacking the ones on you, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. So you swing and you kill 2 of them. So you're down to 2. So you have 2 on you and 3 on Ash.
Is he still on the ground, or is he stood up now?
No, he's
I
up.
was never on the ground.
Oh, I thought you were. Sorry.
No, he's up. Everybody's
They beat the shit out of me.
Nobody's on the ground.
Like, ah!
The pixies, not the pixies,
Oh, did you figure it
not
out?
the bees.
Dude, he's no longer attacking while out of ammo.
With his axe.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh wait,
The first one was.
You just moved on to Anna's turn for some reason.
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally forgot it was still your turn. I forgot you
That's
had
fine.
two attacks.
Come on.
13. I think 13 misses. Let me double check. Where'd my thing go? Why can't I find anything? Oh, here it is. Okay. And a 13 does miss.
Okay.
All right. So now it's on his turn. Sorry about that.
All right.
All right,
no problem.
Anna. So you see, you know, kind of over your shoulder, you see Vendrath. He has 2 pixies left. You see him kind of swipe down on the other 2. So you see the Vendrath is kind of by himself because Ash took off running. He's got 3 pixies chasing him. So what are you gonna do?
Wait, so Vendrath isn't surrounded by pixies anymore, right?
No, he ran. So
So I should keep running.
okay.
Wait,
all right.
what?
So
Don't look back.
I'm still surrounded.
Leave me behind.
what's that?
I'm still surrounded by a few pixies.
Yeah, you have 2 pixies on you. Correct. All right. So you're gonna continue to run to catch up to Juan and Radric.
I mean, do you need help with those pixies?
I mean, I stopped to help Ash, and then I guess Ash took off running. I don't.
Ash,
Yes,
Ash took off
I am-
running. He took an attack of opportunity.
Thanks.
He ran.
Thanks, buddy. Good luck, buddy.
Hey. It
So, but you still only have
lessened
2.
the damage I took.
The three are running, are flying after him. You've only have 2 on you.
Quick,
Can
jump
I?
push.
Can I run with 2 of them on me? Like,
You can, yeah.
they're only pixies. I feel
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Only pixie.
Okay. So do you want to do the same thing? You'll take an attack of opportunity if you want to run.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. I mean, I just want to keep moving.
And your AC is 15. Okay. All right. So they miss.
Okay.
So you're now running. You have 2 pixies flying after you. There's 3 flying after Ash. Anna keeps running. Luke, what did you stop to help? I don't remember.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I struck down.
You did.
3 pixies.
You did. That's right. Okay.
Lots
All right.
of
So
pixies.
so you see Ash and Vendrath take off running. And what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go to where Vendrath's to and just get rid of the last 2 off him.
Okay, so Vendrath is running. They're flying after him. So right now there's nothing really happening.
Oh. I guess I'll
Just
catch
keep
up.
on running. Stay with
Alright,
the group.
I guess-
no
I guess-
splitting the party.
Alright, I'll run.
Okay, all right. Give me an athletics check.
Yep.
Just stay on target.
Stay on target.
Perfect. Okay. All right.
On
So
target.
no pixies swarm you. Okay. All right. So we are at the top of the third round now. You
So
guys
that's not
notice. You guys notice that. This is kind of, you guys have kind of come up out of this canyon and it's kind of leveled out a little bit, but you notice it's more kind of a slope with all the rain that happened over the last couple of days. You notice that the ground's starting to get a little bit slippery. It's starting to get a little muddy. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and switch to dexterity now.
Uh-oh.
Is that acrobatics or dex saving throws?
Probably acrobatics, because now you're
Yay.
trying to stay on your feet,
Must
Why do
be.
you do-
because it's
why do you
muddy
do
and
this?
you're running.
Okay.
Paladins are really good at dexterity.
Okay, so go ahead and give me an acrobatics check, Roderick.
Radrick, hello?
Patrick.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
The acrobat, right?
Acrobatics, correct.
Whoops.
Whoopsie.
Okay, all right. So first person that goes down is Roderick. As soon as he hits that mud, he's just trucking it so fast he slides and goes down.
Wow.
And Roderick is now prone. Let's see if I can do this without breaking anything. Let's see, prone. Boom. Okay. Okay. All right. So that leaves Juan. You're up. Oh, actually, and nope. We'll do it on the next one. Juan, you're up. What are you gonna do? So you see Roderick go down. So you see him just slip and fall in the mud as he kind of hits this.
This music.
Oh.
Are you getting flashbacks?
Tiny bit.
Why won't you die?
I'm going
Do I need to turn
to.
off the music?
No. I'm being immersed, please.
I don't get it.
That's a Bolivian, don't worry.
I'm going to inspire Luke. Since he. Wait, you can use that on saving throws, right? Let me check.
It's on, yeah, you could use it on skills.
Skills, attack, or saving throw. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna inspire Luke. I don't know how to
What we're doing right now is
do that.
checks.
Hey, I did it. So you can drag onto the
Yeah!
combat tracker, so that works.
Cool.
Because I didn't know how to do that. Okay.
Because
Okay.
my dexterity is shit.
Mhm.
Reach out and touch faith.
Oh, look at that. Nice.
Your
Okay.
own.
All right, so you're gonna cast that, and then you're gonna continue moving. I'm guessing, or are you gonna try to help Roderick up?
I'm gonna pick Roderick up.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's right there next to you, so.
Yeah. Is that an action or a movement?
It'll be an action.
Oh, perfect.
Or well, actually, we'll count it as your movement. I'm sorry. Because
fine.
you cast as well. Can you cast inspiration as a bonus action?
Yeah, it is a bonus action, so I have an
It's a
action
bonus
and
action.
movement.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you still have your action. Yes. So we'll say that
Hmm.
it'll be action to pick up Roderick. Your bonus action, you inspired Luke, and then you still have your movement as well.
Wait, it was-
Did you do a spell or did you do bardic inspiration?
Bardic inspiration. I
Then
forgot
why
to
do you
tick off
have-
the thing.
Why do you have it? Yeah, there we go.
I already used a spell earlier, I think.
Right. Okay. Okay.
That was the
Moving on.
comprehend languages. Yeah. Okay. So I have movement. Was it?
Mhm.
Actually, I'm
No,
gonna.
You are using your movement to pick Radrick back up.
So I have an action. So. Oh boy.
Aha. Do you want to try to do Bane? See how many people you get?
I would not waste that on pixies.
There are over 100 pixies, you know.
And Bane only hits up to 3, so
oh,
I think
Yeah.
up to 3 creatures, and then at higher levels I can target more. That's why I can't really use that.
what does Dissonant Whispers do?
What is what?
one of your spells, Dissonant Whispers.
That's a single target.
Okay. So
Makes-
you got nothing.
Yeah, I have no AoE. That's why I wish I had Thunder Wave. That would at least kill them all, at least around me,
Right. Oh.
if they're at 1 health.
Okay. What are you gonna do, Willie?
I am. Hey, wait. I'm gonna take a shot at whatever pixies I see. Who had pixies on them?
Ash is in front, so Ash has 3 on him, and then Vendrath has 2 on him, and then Luke's bringing up the rear.
Am I close enough to swing at them, or do I have to shoot them?
There you would.
I mean,
You
you
haven't taken
already
your
used-
movement yet, and all you've used is your bonus. So you would have to go back because they're one turn behind you guys, because you
Oh,
guys kept
okay.
running as they were swarmed, basically.
So it's like a movement away.
Correct.
So about 30 feet. That's okay. I'll try to shoot the pixies.
Okay.
So do I just roll my attack?
Just roll your attack. Yep. Okay. 11 misses.
Ooh.
So you bring up your crossbow and aim and shoot and miss. Whiffs right by Ash's head.
I shrug and keep going.
Okay. Okay, Ash, you have 3 pixies chasing you. You're running to catch up with Juan and Raderick. And what are you gonna do? Continue running?
They're slowly sliding.
They're slowly bopping me in the head.
So you'll still be rolling in athletics. You haven't made it to the mud yet.
Uh-huh. Okay. What I am going to do is I'm gonna use magic. I gotta go fucking find the book. I'm gonna try to do a twin my spell, and I'm gonna use magic missile and try to take out 6 of them. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
So
Because you said you're going to use what? Meta magic?
Metamagic from
Okay.
my Font of Magic. You know,
Yep.
my
Yep.
Okay. Just ignore that. That's to make sure I remember that I have magic. It's a
Magic.
long day. So I have magic. So I have 6 missiles going out because originally it's 3.
Yeah.
So I'm just 6 missiles.
Okay. All right. And you're hitting. Are you aiming at the 3 on you plus the 2 on Vendrath?
Yeah, then another one that's close by, maybe.
Okay.
Kill all
Alright.
the pixies. Yeah.
Okay. You kill all but 1. The 3 that are chasing you go down, and 2. You had 2 of them on you, correct? Actually, no. We'll say that the first one misses. The second missile comes in, so that's all your missiles actually do. One missile misses, but then the last one hits, and so you've now cleared out all the pixies that are swarming you guys.
Well, wait, they automatically hit though, and they do the damage.
Right, but one of them wasn't enough to kill it. So one missile hit 2 of them twice, unless you want to say that. Unless you don't want to do that. Okay, so there's 1 pixie left on Vendrath.
Sounds
Put it
good.
off me.
Sounds good. I'm okay with that. I'm so fucking confused.
Because I was gonna say one of them didn't. 2 missiles hit 1 pixie. Basically, is what I was gonna do.
No. I want to have 1 missile per pixie in the vicinity.
Okay.
If it doesn't
one
kill him,
missile,
then
but one of the missiles wasn't enough to kill one of the pixies.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. All right. So Vendrath, you have one pixie left on you.
I definitely wouldn't.
You just hear that fly
Okay.
sound effect.
Okay.
I'm gonna move forward.
Okay,
with
all right.
that.
All right, so go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Oh god, I don't wanna, money. I don't wanna.
I know.
I don't wanna.
Wow.
Oh
I don't
god.
feel bad at all
Oh.
anymore.
I don't wanna.
I need it.
All right.
Well, do you wish
So
to burn the
another
forest then?
another
Sure,
2 swarms of pixies
No!
come out to swarm you. You have another 8 pixies now swarming you.
What?
I gotta. Oh no! I'm gonna have to heal. It's bad.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So that's going to be the pixies' turns, and the pixies are going to they're going to miss Ash. First time, they're going to miss Ash the second time. They're going to miss Ash the third time. And the ones on Vendrath miss as well. So all missed.
Even I don't like you.
Okay, so Vendrath, so you see Ash just get swarmed.
Again.
Like
After
he,
killing
like
a bunch
you
of
see him, he's so proud of himself.
He's like, yeah.
out. He's like, yeah, take that, pixies, and then they just like swarm him again.
The screams are cut short.
Okay, so what are you gonna do?
God.
I was behind him, right? Because he had
Correct.
started running before me. So
Correct. So you see this all happen.
Okay. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna try and catch up to him and attack.
All right, so
I didn't
you-
even move that much, dude.
Okay, all right. So go ahead
Oh,
and roll
man.
your attacks.
Like took 3 valiant steps and then
Oh my god.
Okay, first one hits.
all right. Oops, wrong one.
No, they both hit. I mean, it's still a hand axe. So
Okay,
you're
yeah,
hand axe. So, they both hit, and you're swinging on the. You have one pixie left on you.
Yeah, but I'm kind of ignoring him right now.
Okay, all right. So
I'm
there's a
just
total
trying to
between
attack
you two.
whatever's on.
There's a total of 9 pixies. Your first swing, you take out 3 pixies.
Okay,
So he's down to 5 pixies on him.
right.
Okay, and you take out another 3 pixies, so he's down to 2
Max
pixies.
damage over here, dude.
Yeah,
Right.
man. Okay, so you guys are that was so 3 pixies between the 2 of you, 2 on him and 1 on you.
Yep.
Okay, so so Anna, so you see all this happening behind you. Vendrath saving the day, swinging his axes, chopping down the
hardly.
pixies.
Ah,
What are you
get
gonna
him off
do?
me! Get him off me! Ah.
Not your day, Ash.
No, it's not.
Wow.
Wow. She said, wow.
The correct
I
answer.
guess I should help. Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna stop and help.
By help? You mean burn the forest down?
That's just like one thought in the back of your mind. I should
I'm sorry. Where's everybody else again?
Okay, so in front of you, Raderick went down. You see him slip in some mud, and he goes down. Juan goes to help him up, and he shoots his crossbow back as he inspires Luke. So they're in front of you. You're kind of in between. Like either you choose to catch up to them, or you can stay where you are and turn and shoot. Try to get some of the pixies off of the last 2 on Ash, 1 on Vendrath.
Okay, I'll help Ash out.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll your attack.
You know, well, in hindsight, should have inspired Ash.
What? No, it's fine.
No, but I was figuring you need the dexterity.
Yeah, I wasn't getting the mud yet. I was like, bring on the rear.
Well,
15 hits.
you will in 10
You'll
You'll
minutes.
get there when you get there.
So go ahead and roll your
Yeah.
damage. Okay. All right. So your arrow flies through and kills the remaining 3 pixies on Vendrath and Ash.
Wow.
Okay, all right. So you guys are currently pixie free.
So like that, like Robin Hood, like kind of like
It was-
thing, where
yeah, it
like
was-
he
it's kinda
skewers
split,
like
yep,
3
Exactly. Yep.
apples.
Sticks to the tree. It's
Yep.
like a pixie kebab.
Oh God, I don't want to. I don't want to. Oh God.
Okay. All right. So Anna. So now you can. I'm guessing you're gonna use your movement to catch up to the guys.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and give me an Oh
It was
geez.
acrobatics, right?
Acrobatics. Yeah, I couldn't remember the word.
Wait, wasn't it
Thought it was
dexterity
athletics.
save?
No,
Okay.
it was. We're doing skills.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're doing skills for now. Okay, all right. So you make it to the mud. You catch yourself before you kind of slip, because you know that there's mud because you saw Raderick go down in mud. He's
And
like
then
pig pen,
dirt.
like mud just goes up everywhere. So so yeah, so you're fine. Okay, all right. So Luke, you are with Ash and Venrath. I'm guessing you're gonna run forward now.
I guess Ash and Vendrath are fine now.
They are correct. Yeah, you see Anna just take out the last 3 remaining pixies.
Hooray!
So there are no pixies left swarming you guys. They're still surrounding you guys, but they're
Yeah.
not.
Alright, I guess I'll go on ahead. So,
Okay, all right, so- You're 1 step behind, so you're still athletics. Okay.
So what is that inspiration thing? Like
You can choose to roll a d6. Yeah,
6?
if you want. If you want. You don't have to.
Yeah. Well, is that good enough or?
I forget.
Okay. It is, yeah. So there's no so you make it through, you make it kind of through, and you catch up to right now it's you, Ash, and Venrath. Kind of, you guys are kind of 1 step behind everybody else. All right, so we are back at the top of the list. Raderick is no longer prone, and we are now heading downhill, down a muddy hill. So we're gonna go ahead and do acrobatics again.
First and foremost.
Yep.
Roderick is gonna bubble to himself when Juan's picking out like, we're gonna burn this forest down. And then he's gonna take out that little ring you gave me,
Ooh.
and he's gonna put it on and do the whatever it
He's
needs.
gonna twist it.
Twist it.
Okay.
I'm gonna call him here.
Okay. All right. So you put the ring on, and you I think you said you had to turn it 3 times, and kind of here in kind of like you're kind of an open area because, like I said, it's kind of sloping downhill a little bit. You see this big earth elemental just kind of rise out of the ground, kind of explodes out. And he's kind of looking around like, not like he's shocked, but he doesn't. He's trying to catch it. He's trying to find out where you are because he knows you have the ring. So what are you going to say to him?
Yeah, what's the plan here?
Man, I wish this earth elemental was a fire elemental.
I was gonna say, it's Earth Elemental. It's
my
like,
God.
okay, summon them.
I'm gonna say to him, how's it going, lad? Let's see. I need you to make a tunnel for me, maybe? Could you do that? There's a tunnel right here, down to safety. I'd appreciate it.
Okay, so he looks at you and he says, "A tunnel? Well, tunnel to where? Where do you want to go?"
Tunnel that's not here. I do not care where it goes. Just get me out of here right now.
Okay, all right. So he starts burrowing a tunnel. As he burrows down, obviously he's kind of going at an angle so you can run down into the tunnel. And he's burrowing. He's burrowing much faster than you can run. So, yeah. Okay. So there is now a hole in the middle of the ground.
All right, I'm gonna treat it as a slide and slide down the tunnel.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do an acrobatics check for this too.
Oh.
We're gonna avoid it.
I was really hoping Ash would have force down.
What? With what?
Well, anything.
Anything?
Yeah,
Come
burning
on.
that just a moment there. You could have done some.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
so
Google, stop.
You jump down the hole, and you're sliding down this burrowed tunnel. You don't know where it's going, but you're sliding down. Juan, you see Roderick put that ring on. You see this earth elemental come up. They have a conversation. There's a hole in the ground, and Roderick jumps in. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay, go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Frederick, go down the hole.
Zaka. Diggy diggy
Will Radric
hole.
regret
Oh
this?
God.
Find out later.
Okay, okay, all right. So you make it. So you are now sliding down this hole. Okay, all right. So Ash, ahead of you, you see, you basically kind of see this all, happening. You see all this happening in front of you.
Yes.
You're still one step behind, so it's going to take you 2 turns for you to get into the hole. So if you're going to continue to run, I need an acrobatics check first.
Wait, I thought I needed athletics first.
No, you're at the mud now.
Okay, thank you. Into a ring of fire. Oh my god. Okay.
Jump through the hoop.
Oh fuck. What's my health?
You've taken 7 points of damage, so you're about half health.
About half.
I'm a little battered.
You're a little bad, but you're not bad.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to heal myself.
Okay.
1 second. Okay. I was going through shit, adding some stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna heal myself. Oh wait, I can do it on my party sheet. No, not the party sheet. The round thing. Combat tracker. There we go. Fuck. I messed up. Can you do that for me, please? Please.
That's a big heal.
I clicked it, but I didn't drag it
Holy.
onto my name.
Holy.
Sorry.
Okay, so you healed yourself, right?
Yes, I healed myself.
Okay,
Now
cool.
I'm
All
running.
right, so you are back at full health, and you need to do an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
All right.
better.
So you
There
make
you
it.
go.
You stay on your feet. You hit the mud. You kind of slip a little bit, but you're still on your feet. So.
Okay.
All right. Pixie's turn. Let's see what the pixies are going to do. Pixies are not going to do anything. You notice that as soon as that earth elemental comes out, the pixies definitely stop. They stop moving forward, and they, you see them definitely scared of that earth elemental. So they kind of stop, and then when they see it go back underground, they start moving forward again.
Mhm.
But now they're a little further back behind you guys.
Well,
Okay, Vendrath, you're up. So, if you're going to continue to run, I just need an
Yeah.
acrobatics check.
I mean,
Because you're going to hit the mud running.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
acrobatics. Ugh.
Okay,
Jesus.
you stay on your feet.
Wow.
Like,
You
like
do a
Ben-
triple Lutz.
I was going to say, like, Vendrath is like surfing. He's like sliding.
I'm surfing
Mud
on a,
gliding.
on a bed of dead pixies.
He is. He's just gliding.
Wow.
You rip off 2 pixie wings
Nice.
and put them on your feet, and you're using them as skis.
Wow.
All right, so okay, all right, so you're catching up, Anna. Okay, so Anna, are you gonna go down the hole?
Yes.
Okay, all right, give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatic.
Okay, all right. So you go to kind of jump in the hole and slip on some mud, and you do not make it into the hole, and you are now
Shit.
prone.
No.
You have people behind you. You're all right. Okay. All right. So that leaves Luke. Luke, you see Anna go down. Actually, no, you're further back. You're back with Vendrath, so you're going to continue to run forward as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you made it to the mud last time. You did not. So now we're going to switch to acrobatics. So go ahead. Give me an acrobatics check.
Yep.
Okay, all right, same thing. You make it to the mud. You kind of lose your footing a little bit, but you're still on your feet. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and skip past Raderick and Juan because you guys are sliding down that hole. Actually, we'll go ahead and let's just do that. We'll go ahead and say we are out of. We'll say we're out of combat now because I'm not gonna. By the time the pixies catch up to you guys have pretty much all made it down the hole. We'll say Vendrath, Ash catches up to Anna, picks Anna up. You guys go down the hole together. Vendrath on his pixie wing ski does like a back flip off and lands in the hole. And then Luke kind of follows you guys in.
I've just invented skateboarding.
Well, that's.
And all you need to do is kill some pixies.
Why did you build a hole?
Okay, all right. So you guys continue to slide down, and it kind of burrows down into what looks like a network of caves.
Oh, great! Now we're in the Underdark.
And
Yeah, Darko.
no Demogorgons down here.
Dark dwarves.
And so you guys kind of slide into like this big kind of open area, and I don't know. I'd have to go through. If you don't have dark vision, you can no longer see right now. It is pitch black.
Yay.
So
Do we have
except
any
for
humans?
Luke?
Hi.
Yeah, I was gonna say Vendrath is a human.
Torch.
Yeah, Luke's a
We got
human.
And
two
Luke.
humans.
Okay, all right.
Puny
so you guys make it down
humans.
into this cave, and you guys are now down underground. From what you can guess, you guys probably made it about 30 to 40 feet underground. As far as you can tell, you can't see where the Earth Elemental went to. He was obviously much further ahead of you. But he's still. You can still kind of hear rumbling, so you know he's still doing something.
He's still hollowing out the rest of this mansion that he's building for us underground.
Yeah, man, I always wanted an underground mansion. It was great.
He's making us a bat cave.
Exactly.
And it just stands up and just isn't this more refreshing?
Sure. And I try to light a torch real
I'm
quick
like, who said
as
that?
I'm getting up. I'm gonna just light this torch.
Do you have a torch?
I should have a torch.
I think I do as
It-
well.
I have torches.
Let me look.
I have torches.
In my
I don't
inventory,
have
I have
torches.
10 torches.
Okay.
10
All right. Cool.
torches.
If I
I have
don't, I've
5.
got a blanket I can set on fire.
I have candles, but no
We must
torches.
wait, though.
I was
We
very
can't
much
use
in
that
favor of
blanket.
setting that forest on fire, but no, people don't want to do that.
No.
So now they want to set other stuff on fire. I just don't understand people.
Okay. All right. So you guys make it underground, and you notice, you can see the slide that you guys kind of came down. You're in a large, I don't know what do you call it? It's not a ravine. What's the opposite of a ravine? Like a big room.
A cavern.
A cavern. It's kind of like a cavern, yeah. And then there's different caves that kind of lead off in different directions. When you guys light the torches, you see the Earth Elemental stands there and says, he stands up and he looks at Raderick and he says, my debt has been paid. I've done your bidding, and he burrows underground, and the ring around your finger breaks and just kind of falls onto the ground.
We saved him from evil wizards. He saved us from pixies.
Who called them?
They
Who
wouldn't
called
be in
them
a
with the?
situation
Who
in
called
the
them for the pixies?
We wouldn't be in this
Roger.
situation in the first place if we just burned down the fort. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but they can
Alright,
fly.
So,
The moment I hit that mud, I was like, "Fuck this."
Okay.
That was where it losing the parts over.
all right. So let me have everybody roll perception.
Oh boy.
So,
You're
alright.
lured into a dice tower.
I have dark vision too.
Guys, where are you?
Uh-huh. Oh,
I'm
got a fucking
blind.
crit.
Man, I should do this line go. Well, he's
Okay.
anyway.
All right. So I guess it's Vendrath, Luke, Ash, and Raderick. You guys can hear what sounds like running water coming from one of the four kind of offshoots from this cavern that you guys are in. So you have four different ones. From what you can tell, you were, and actually, we'll say this is actually just for Vendrath and Ash. From what you guys can tell, the way that you guys kind of roll down, you have one cave. You have one. I guess yeah, still a cave. One cave leads north. One tunnel leads north. One leads south, and then you have two that almost lead east. Kind of one goes northeast and one kind of goes southeast. The one that goes southeast is the one that you can hear the running water in.
And I hear that as well.
Yes, you hear the water. Yes, but you don't have your sense of direction like Ash and Vendrath have.
Well, okay. I'm gonna say, if I understand this right, I'm gonna start kind of heading towards the tunnel that has running water.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Running water is always
That
a
might
good
lead us
sign.
towards Oitum.
Okay, who has who? How many torches do we have lit? Just one.
As far as I know, just one.
No,
Just one. Okay.
I lit mine too.
Okay. All right. So we have two torches lit. Okay. Cool. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. So you guys walk through these caves. Everything's fairly uneventful until you come up to like a large reservoir of water. There's obviously no light. The only light that's shining is actually shining from your torches. You can't even see the other side of the water where it ends on the other side. So you kind of have this feeling of like immense size because you can't see anything other than kind of what's around you, other than just this huge body of water that's in front of you. Let's go ahead and roll perception one more time, everybody.
Okay. And there goes my crit.
Nice.
I guess Juan just has
Okay.
dirt in his ears. God damn.
So Raderick, you even though you're not carrying a torch, you catch a glimpse of a chain that's kind of tied up there, leading down into the water. It's a fairly good sized chain, pretty thick. I would say probably maybe 3.5 inches diameter.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty thick chain.
Okay.
And you're the only one that saw that, so.
I'll take a look around just to see any signs of like something man-made.
If you follow the chain, and you can see where the chain goes into a metal plate on the wall with a big hook, so the chain is kind of holding onto hooked onto the wall.
Okay. I'm sorry, I cut out there.
Any of us see Radrick do this?
Yeah, I mean, you guys kind of see him. He kind of walks away. You don't see the chain yet, but you see him kind of walk away, and you see him kind of following something, kind of up towards the back of the wall there where you guys came in.
Radrick, where you going?
I'm gonna ignore him.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
investigating.
Okay. Do you see anything?
Not gonna answer that. I'm just gonna investigate.
Wow. You're really getting the cold shoulders today, Luke.
All right.
You just stand over there and I'll go over here. That's all. But I'm gonna go over to this chain, whatever.
Mhm.
This where it's attached to. Cut.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna like pick some pixie
Yes.
spears out of my back.
Okay.
And that's
okay.
kind of cutting out. I'm sorry. I was gonna take a look at it closely and see if I could get like a. Is it noticeably like rusted out or anything like that? Is it old, or is it kind
No.
of
It's definitely not it's definitely not old. It's not rusted. Uh, it looks like, I don't want to say like a new chain, but I mean it looks, I don't want to say fairly recent, but
I get you though.
yeah.
Not new. I can
Yeah,
understand.
not new, not old, just normal.
Is there anything else in this room? Another path at all?
It looks like you could possibly walk either left or right, and kind of as you guys came into this big area, you could walk left or right, but you can't see how far you can walk. Just with the light from the two torches, you can see, you can kind of see that you can walk either way.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to my companions.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask. I believe Ash was the person that had it. I'm gonna go out to him and say, "Do you detect any that magic things here?"
Arcana?
Yeah, that stuff.
I regather myself and try to detect any inklings of such things.
Okay. As soon as you cast it, right away, you notice this. I mean, it's just the arcane on the chain itself is just glowing with arcane. So yeah, you definitely can see that it's there's something magical with it.
I like lightly chuckle. It's like, yeah, that thing is loaded, like heavily enchanted. Where does it lead?
Into the water.
Okay.
Well, if it's anything like the last time we've encountered some sort of chain metal in a cave with magic attached to it, I'm gonna say it's something. There's something down there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't
And
really
since
know.
I can't see it, I don't think it's a good idea to go take a swim.
Yeah, no.
Can't you like
Hmm?
I don't know, do something magical to figure out what's down there?
Nah.
Yeah.
Not really.
What good are you for? Besides hiding
My
in
spells are
caves?
more. My spells are kind of like more combat based.
Money?
Yeah.
Can I use like divine sense and send something in the water?
Can you link divine sense for me real quick?
Yeah. How do I do that?
Just drag and drop the shield, I think, into the chat. I think you can just drag and drop. I mean, I'm gonna try to find it too. Yeah, there you go. Let me just read it real quick.
Would dark vision like still work like underwater?
It would. It would.
So we could just stick our head underwater and see what's.
Well, yeah, but there's still a
Go on.
distance. It
Go
doesn't
on,
go
dude.
on
Come on.
forever.
I'd like to see you try.
I'm gonna wait for Luke's investigation first.
I'm just. I'll see if I can do this first.
Okay, go ahead and cast divine sense, right?
Yeah, I can use like number of times equal to 1 plus my charisma modifier, and I got +3, so I can use it 4 times
Per-
between long rests.
Per long rest. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
Close my eyes.
So-
sense any
Yep.
celestial
Yep.
fiend or undead down there.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. So you kind of close your eyes and cast your divine sense, and you get the faintest hint of a celestial. Um,
Ooh.
that's about it. You don't sense any evil on it though.
Mm. There's something special down there. It's that fiendish or undead. So you want some assurance. It's something celestial.
Ooh.
Is that guarantee good?
Sometimes.
Depends on the being.
Mm-hmm.
Frederick's gonna just like turn toward you and say, "Oh, celestial. What?"
Think like a different plane, almost.
I think it's something like not evil or fiendish, but something like more on the neutral or gooder side. Again, depends on what's down there. But the odds are a little bit in our favor.
I'm gonna just absentmindedly
Do you have?
I haven't poked my head into it, but I'm gonna just say
Before you do
hello in
that-
celestial.
Okay.
Wait, Ash.
You understand it or speak it?
Yeah.
Like you fancy.
Okay.
Fancy man.
So when you talk in celestial, you don't necessarily get an answer, but you hear whispers. You hear multiple whispers, not a lot, maybe 2 or 3 different voices that you can pick out. But yeah, that's all you hear.
Undecipherable?
Yeah, you can't understand what they were saying. You just kind of.
Can I Ooh, okay. Okay.
Out of character question. Do you have a spell that what's it called?
Comprehend
that makes,
languages.
No, not that one. The one that makes any object or whatnot a light source.
Yeah, I was thinking that's one
Oh,
called.
like-
That's what I used to have when I was a cleric.
We don't. None of us are clerics.
That's
No,
fine,
but you have so you don't have the cantrip selected for cast light on something.
Oh wait, yes I do.
You
Yeah,
didn't
I
have
got
cast
light.
light?
Because you had cure wounds,
Yeah,
so you
I
had
light.
some cleric spells on you.
I'm like a hybrid kind of stuff. Here you go.
Yeah.
I
quick-
cast light on something.
All
Quick
right,
question.
Give me something.
Well, I'm gonna take out a gold coin.
Mhm.
I got
and,
my rock.
Make this glow,
Cast light on the golden coin.
and I flick it into the water, and watch it slowly descend, hopefully lighting up what's beneath.
Okay. How far out would you say you threw it?
I don't know, just a quick flick, like kind of towards the inner edge of the water, I suppose.
Okay.
I'm not
all right.
exactly sure how big this
Center
So, yeah,
mass.
water is.
Yeah. So what you see is when you kind of flick it in, you can see that it illuminates almost what looks like a ramp. So it kind of continues to go down. As far as you flicked it, you can kind of just see as far as the light goes into the water, it just continues to keep going down. So it just gets deeper and deeper. You can't see any big drop offs or anything like that. You don't see anything in the water. You don't see any movement, anything like that.
But it's just kind of like a ramp. I'm sorry.
Yeah, basically like a ramp.
Just down into the water.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody,
Turns to Ash and I say, "You owe me a gold coin."
Use a rock.
Could have used silver. I mean,
Don't make fun
copper.
Yeah.
Sure. As long as we figure out what the fuck is down there.
I demand interest as well.
Interest? Are you a fucking bank?
Yeah, give me 2 gold coins now.
What?
I gotta make
That's
a
a high
profit here.
percentage.
Okay, that's like 100%.
Well, I
Okay.
solved the puzzle, didn't I?
No,
Yeah.
you didn't. Actually,
You did.
Yeah.
I'd say I
You did
solved the
something
puzzle.
there.
you found another clue. We've got a downwards ramp into there?
Into water, no less. Can you
Yeah,
solve
all
the water?
thanks to me. Now, 2 gold coins.
Let's figure out what the hell is down there first, okay? From what I've gathered, it's really weird.
I'll bug you later. You're not gonna get away that easily.
Of course. I could never get away from the mighty Radric.
Real
as the
quick.
gold cord kind of descended, did the chain also just
What's
go
up, Willie?
deeper?
Yeah, like you can't see where it ends. It just
Okay.
continues. It's not moving or anything. The only way ripples on the water now are from where you flick the coin in. I mean, it was like glass, earlier.
Has it been an
But
hour
like
since I cast
running water.
Sorry, real quick, Willie, what did you say?
Has it been an hour since I cast Comprehend Languages? That was at the start of the pixie fight, and I don't know how much
No,
that
it
took.
It has not been an hour.
How long did that feel like? Give or take.
We're probably less than
That
10
was like-
minutes.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
I understand. All right,
Yeah.
that's all.
Okay. Vendrath, what'd you say?
I said I thought you told us we heard running water.
You did.
Yet the surface of the water was perfectly still.
Perfectly still, like glass.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is fucking weird. Especially with the fucking just how
Do we still hear it?
No.
you're running water.
Nope.
Interesting.
Can I try to do a history check of like?
Wait,
I know I would have some like knowledge about celestials,
Mhm.
but off the top of my head, I don't know about like anything that's submerged underwater. Can I do a history check?
Sure.
Pretty please.
water angels.
Right.
So just from the stuff that you've studied, there's this whole thing does not ring any bells to you. You don't remember ever reading anything about this or seeing anything that remotely resembles this.
When the gold coin fell in the water, did it look like it fell in water, or did it just fall down?
No, yeah, it kind of fluttered a little bit. I mean,
Okay.
it's still heavy enough where it's gonna fall, but you know what I mean.
Did it cause waves?
Cause
Ripples, yeah.
not waves.
Ripples. I'm sorry.
Wow.
There's a wave.
Where the hell is it going?
Wrong word choice. I am sorry. God.
To be fair, gold is very dense and heavy, so
It is, yeah. But a coin, yeah, just ripples.
yeah.
What a coin.
Money?
Yep.
Any chance Luke might have heard something about underwater celestial creatures from why he's like read up as a paladin, as noble?
You may have, but I'm gonna just say no. You don't. None of this is familiar to you either.
Okay.
I mean, you can roll if you want, but this is gonna be the answer.
Nah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm just checking.
All right.
It's like, you know, close to OTM, so maybe it was something he may have stumbled across, but I was just checking.
So we got what seems to be like.
I'm fucking
small-
afraid to say anything more in Celestial. I feel like I might just get fucking mind hacked or something.
Well, from what
I
get,
understand
something in
Celestial now, right?
Yeah. Still, if you're messing with the Celestial, it could go interesting ways, especially if it's chained up.
It just whisper to you, right? Like just
Multiple whispers, not from one person. I couldn't hear what they said. I just
you should tell them to speak a little louder.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Well, what's
Money, can I go in the water?
Okay. Sure. All right. So
Oh, well.
Finally.
Pop has spoken.
Pop just walks into the water. You get into the water enough to where it's kind of up to almost where you're gonna have to start wading.
Should we have a
do-
rope? Oh,
Do you
never
want
mind.
to swim? Like, what do you want to do?
Can I have dark vision. Can I look underwater?
You can, yep. And you put your head underwater, and as
Whoa.
far as it's like 120 feet, as far as you can see, it's just deep water. And you can just see the chain just runs on as far as you can see.
Oh, Hannah. Can we cast light on the chain? Like, we'll cast the whole thing in light?
No, it'll be on the link.
Shit.
What about the water?
That was a funny thought.
Yeah.
That's a
Cast light
ramp.
on the water. Well, I would
Say there
imagine
was a
it's made of bricks, right?
No, it's stone. It's all stone. You guys are in
It's
a cave.
solid?
Yep.
How does light work? Is it the entire entity? Or is it just a localized area?
It's like a solid object. I think it's like 30 feet, I want to say, or 10 feet.
Yeah,
Wait, the ramp's not underwater?
Oh, okay.
No, it is. It goes down. Think of it like think of it going down.
So wait, there's no mechanism to like lower the water?
Say that again.
Well, if there's a ramp, that implies like someone has to like go down that ramp on foot. There's no point putting a ramp you can go and swim down. So would it make sense there's a mechanism to like lower the water level?
Do you see anything around here that would trigger such a thing?
Would you like to make an investigation check?
Can I make an investigation check, Money?
Sure.
I have no intelligence buff for this, so whatever.
Well, while he's doing this, I'm gonna poke
Yeah.
Ash Fade and say, "Come on,
What
Ask
do you
it
want?
already." What
Okay.
are you waiting
Alright,
for?
so you don't see anything.
Do it.
Like you don't see anything. Just kind of from where you're at, you don't see anything that would indicate anything like that.
Oh, he did it.
I did
Good
it.
lad. I slap him on the back.
Okay. This time you don't hear anything. There's no voices, no responses, nothing.
I got nothing.
Yeah,
Anna,
I think
are you
good.
still waiting? Are you in the water? Are you waiting? Are you standing still?
Yeah, I'm just like floating in the water,
Okay.
Taking a dip.
Okay.
backpedaling, you know, just.
Are you swimming away from everything?
Yes.
Like really, you're swimming out into the middle?
Into the middle.
Like you're swimming away from where everybody else is at?
Sure. We're going that way.
No. I just need to know if that's what
Yes.
you're doing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Pop swimming. You guys see Pop swim?
Wow.
I'm going in.
I get
We're
out.
all
I
going
am-
in.
I am
I'm
in
not
the
gonna
water.
swim down that far. You guys have fun.
I wish we had a druid right now, dude.
Okay.
I
alright.
am not swimming. Absolutely not.
Okay, then you can sit here with the magically enchanted chain then.
All right, he's
Well,
gonna
I'm
sit
gonna heavy armor.
Okay.
on it.
Okay. Wait.
Go for swimming.
Who's swimming and who's not?
I'm going.
Ash. Juan's going. Ash, are you going?
Yes, I am going.
Ash is going. Raderick, are you going?
Absolutely not.
Okay, Raderick's staying. Vendrath, are you going?
Fuck no.
He wants to be in the
Luke, are you
forest,
going?
not a
Besides that,
cave.
my torch won't work underwater, so I mean,
This is
like,
true. Luke, are you going?
I got heavy armor. I'm not really gonna be built for swimming. I'll stay up here.
All right. So you guys, the three of you that are standing there, you guys are standing there and you're watching them swim out away from you guys. They swim from what it looks like maybe about 75 to 100 yards before you completely lose sight of them.
Jesus.
You three that are swimming, you guys get to about 100 yards, and all of the sudden, on the other side, the direction that you're swimming, you see Raderick, Vendrath, and Luke standing on the shore on the side that you guys are swimming towards.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Interesting.
Hmm.
And do we see anything or just not?
No, you guys just come. You guys can't see them at all.
All right. Perfect.
I'm gonna. Ooh, wait, that didn't work too well last time. Never mind.
So we see them ahead of us, is what you're saying.
Correct.
Is the chain there?
You can see the chain going out of the water. Yes.
Wait, what happened to the gold coin? Did it slide down the ramp or did it stop?
No, it just stopped
At some
down
point.
in the. Correct. Yeah. So if
And
you
do
guys,
we see
you
it?
guys could swim down and pick it up if you wanted.
Isn't it too deep?
Just to remind Ash, you do have.
Cause
one
I'm in
current
too deep.
debt to pay.
Yeah, I do. I could just go pick up that coin.
You could.
It's possible.
It is definitely possible.
Okay, so you three in the water. What are you guys gonna do?
Like, do we see them moving? Like,
Yeah. Like it's like all of a sudden, it's almost like you guys just did like a 180 in the water, but you didn't. You guys were still swimming straight, and all of a sudden you lose sight of them behind you, and just as you lose sight of them behind you, you see them in front of you.
Quick question: how far is that? More than 120 feet that we've traveled?
Yes.
God damn it!
Do you want to get the rope?
No, I wanted to, because as long as I know where they were, I could theoretically message them, but I'm too far away. Not necessarily in front of me, but I can choose to point behind me, and it would work, but I'm too far away. Out of character, I almost messaged the ones in front. Assuming that that's them.
can I call out to them?
Of course, yeah.
I'll call out to them in Celestial.
Call out to who
Ooh.
in Celestial?
Rydrick.
Okay.
Does Rajic understand Celestial?
Absolutely not.
I think that's the
What do you-
point.
That may
What
not
do you,
be.
okay, so what are you guys doing? The three of you in the water, what are you guys doing?
I'm trying to see if they're fucking illusions by
Okay.
calling out to them.
Okay.
This,
All right.
this is my bluff.
Have you guys stopped swimming, or are you still swimming?
I'm still swimming.
Okay. All right. So, Ash, Anna, are you still swimming?
I guess so, yeah.
Juan, are you still swimming?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just keep
All right.
swimming.
So
Just keep
you
Stay
guys
together.
are swimming forward. The three of you on the shore. All of a sudden, you see the three of them kind of come out of the darkness, heading back towards you.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. I'm just gonna tap my foot, waiting impatiently,
Mhm.
waiting for my debt to be repaid.
Mhm.
All right. So the three of you swimming. Are you going to continue forward? Now, remember, like you guys don't know. I mean, have you called out? What did you say to them?
I assume they're in the water still, so they can't really talk. Unless they can,
I
like,
just say hello, in Celestial.
Okay, so you three on the shore, you hear in this crazy language that none of you can understand. You just hear something, and it kind of reverberates, kind of echoes around a little bit. But none of you understand what it is.
Rajic will just say, "What?"
You don't know where it comes from?
Oh yeah, you can hear it's coming from the people that are swimming towards you.
Ash, that you? Why you? I can't understand that language. Sorry. Did you find anything?
No. And there, we found you.
Okay, so did you turn around or?
The
No, we
water
didn't
turned
turn
us around.
Oh, you must have.
The water's
yeah.
funny over there. We swam in
mean
a straight
right here?
line, and we came back here. We did not turn around.
Possible enchantment.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Like a mirror?
Anna, you want to try to follow the chain this time?
Doesn't it go down?
Yeah, it
That
does.
was-
How good you guys are holding your breath?
Let's look at my constitution. My con is +2.
Good, 0.
Plus
Oh, I
one.
mean, I can try.
What's like your it's
Modifier?
your level plus your modifier, right? That's how many
My
minutes
level
you can hold it, or
plus
something
my
like that.
modifier.
I think so. Isn't that what it is? I'd have to look it up again.
It's been a minute.
I know nobody ever goes underwater in D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No idea.
For
for
good
me either.
reason.
Where would that even
where's
be? What category?
Fiery.
Well, I'm down with whatever Money wants to do.
Okay, yeah, let's do that for now, and then obviously if we have to change it later, we can. But so let's say
can hold
that. So
its
you can do. You
breath.
can hold.
For a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its Constitution modifier.
Oh, 1 plus its constant. Okay.
Oof.
In minutes?
So,
So 2
3
minutes for me.
Page 183.
Oh, I forgot to ask, guys. How long is the session gonna be?
I don't know.
Depends on how much longer you guys are going to be here.
Yeah.
Hopefully not too much longer. I was hoping to be done already, but
Yeah, we start a little bit later.
yeah, we did. So pretty quick here.
I don't know what the fuck this.
Well, Vendrath
Okay,
is
so
gonna.
who's going down?
I want to go down, but
What's
I don't
Vendrath
want to go
gonna
by
do?
myself.
What's Venrath going to do?
Well, I'm
Oh.
definitely not.
well, probably a good idea. Ash?
Hold on, guys. Hold on. What's Venrath going to do?
So I'm just, like I said, I'm just gonna examine the chain. I don't know. Is it made out of steel? Does it? I mean, iron. We could. Like, what does it feel like?
Okay. All right. So you're gonna touch the chain.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I am now.
Okay. Okay. All right. So as soon as you touch the chain, oh, actually, hold on. Who was swimming? It was. You guys are out of the water yet? I'm assuming you guys are not. You guys are still in the water.
As far as I know.
Okay, cool. All right, so you guys are still in the water. I'm assuming you guys are still swimming back. It's up to you guys, whatever you guys want to do. So you guys see Venrath go up, and he starts kind of examining the chain, and he goes to touch the chain. As soon as he touches the chain, the water starts to bubble right in front of where the three on the shore are standing, and you guys see the chain. It goes taut, like pulls tight, and then all of a sudden you see, and you guys can all see this, especially you in the water. You see underneath you there's this boat that's rising out of the water, and it looks like it's following along the chain. It's kind of just like, it looks like it's connected to the chain, and it's just kind of chugging along, and it comes up on the shore right in front of the three on the shore.
Oh, super.
Is it a
So
simple
like
wooden boat?
Yeah, it's an old wooden boat. You do notice that it's kind of it's decorated with like bones. You're not sure exactly what the creature is that the bones come from, but you can see like a skull, and you can kind of see some other bones that kind of line down the side of it, and then the tail kind of comes up on the back of it.
Lovely.
Oh.
Let's get in. Get in the boat.
Hi, go.
Sure.
Let's get in.
I'm on a
Yeah.
boat.
Right.
Okay, so everybody's gonna get in the boat.
I guess
Sure.
Definitely not gonna turn down. Absolutely.
No, not at all.
Where gets
What's
me
the
home?
worst that could happen? Famous last words.
Is there anybody not getting in the boat?
Really? You guys are just gonna climb into this bone boat?
Apparently.
Yes, good job.
Well, we can climb back out of the hole and just meet the pixies.
That actually sounds like a
I'd
better
rather-
idea to me.
Okay, so everybody's getting in the boat. Everybody's
I'm not.
staying
Sorry.
Well, we're trying to get
Vendrath
it.
don't like doesn't like boats. No way.
I mean, I got
Traumatic experience much?
Hmm.
No, I'm good. That's just way too weird.
That's the only reason why Radric's getting the boat. I have you know.
Uh-huh.
Because it's weird.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So Venrath is staying on the shore.
Yeah.
Who else? And is anybody else staying behind?
But you can't just stay here by yourself.
He's
Yeah,
got a
come on.
torch. He'll be
I've
I've
alright.
got a torch, and I've got
It's
a
just
sense
a
of
bunch of
direction. So,
skulls
He has
and
axes.
and I have hand axes. That's right.
Where are you gonna go?
Anywhere but wherever that boat just came out from under the water, which is where the chain's going, right?
Yes.
Well, I sense celestial presence, not undead or fiendish.
Well, I can't make you go. You could stay here
Okay,
alone
you
in the
go.
dark inside a cave.
I'm just
under-
I'm just wondering, like, do you think are you guys expecting the boat to take you across the water?
I think it's gonna go under.
I think it is too. And
I
don't
think it's
feel
gonna
like
let
holding
us-
my breath.
I think it's gonna let us go underwater without drowning.
I hope for your
Somehow.
sake that you're right.
Wait, hold on now. Is the boat like perfectly dry inside?
No, it's wet. It just came out from under the water.
Ah, shit. All right.
Wait,
You didn't have to add on that last part.
Yes.
Because that's kind of stupid. Yes, it came out of water.
Okay. So, who's staying and who's going?
How long did it take that boat to rise?
From what you can see, it moved rather quickly. You're not sure how deep it was, but it seemed like as soon as Vendrath touched the chain, it moved up rather quickly. I would say maybe about 15-20 seconds.
I'm staying in the boat.
Hey,
Okay.
Ash Boy,
Uh-huh.
is this boat magical as well?
I was thinking about it, but considering that the fine. I'll roll. Is it magic money?
Yes, it is magical.
Whoa!
There is an arcane glow to it. Yes.
All right, maybe it speaks. I'm just saying.
Are you
Could be the
Are
boat.
you sentient? I speak in celestial.
Well, there's the boat.
Okay, this
The boat does not respond.
Wow. we figured it out. It's just a magic boat.
Well, ain't
Don't
the
make
king
fun.
realize.
Anything else?
All right. So Vendrath is staying. Anybody else gonna stay with Vendrath?
Little
No.
Vendrath.
I'm quite interested in seeing where this goes.
Okay.
Same.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So all right. So you guys are on this boat. Vendrath is staying on the shore. You notice that where the chain kind of where it was connected to the wall kind of comes down to the side of it, so you can definitely see that the chain, that it's more of think of it more like almost like a mine cart more than a boat. You can see where it's actually connected to it, where it can go. It's going to go back underwater. It kind of sits and waits, and then it starts to move, and pulls everybody underwater, obviously except for Vendrath because he's staying on the shore. So you guys all go underwater in this boat. You do find yourself, you're still in the boat even as it goes underwater. You don't float out, and you guys disappear into the darkness underwater. And that's where we're going to end our session.
Okay.
And does this happen too fast to message?
Goodbye, guys.
Yeah.
Bye forever.
Yep.
Okay.
Tell me all about your adventures later.
Later. Next time in Aenarath's Peril. We'll
Wow.
wait around. Will Vendrath find his own way out of the cavern? Find out
How
next
many-
time.
How many pixies will he slay?
I'm probably gonna go up there and become friends with them, become their king.
It's like, hey, you see, I wasn't the person that started the fight. We're cool. Yeah, we're cool. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Tech rolls up new character.
Oh, are you sure it's going to be Tech and not the rest of you?
Yeah, whatever the fuck we find down here.
What? You're gonna kill
Yeah,
that?
we'll see.
Somebody has
fighter class.
somebody has to die.
Wow.
Jesus.
I'm kidding. You guys shouldn't die, but can't make promises.
Money's like rolling dice. I don't think you're gonna die.
Not
You
yet. at
shouldn't.
least.
It's not supposed to happen like that.
Right.
Oh shit! I rolled a 1. Oh, you guys are all dead now.
Oh no!
You all become
Yep,
liches.
Good times.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I'm
well,
tripping
thanks.
that all we had to do was touch the chain. That's all we had to do. That was it.
That was it.
That was
True.
the puzzle.
No, that was
That
it.
was it.
That was it.
It wasn't even a puzzle. It was just that's what you had to do.
Well, we didn't know.
Oh no, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying that's all you had to do.
We touched the chain. Cthulhu pops out and kills us all. Okay.
It's like, oh, hello there.
At least we know now. The past 2 spooky, magical things that we've encountered has all it's needed was for us to touch it. So now we're just gonna put our hands on literally everything magical for the rest of the campaign.
Just touch everything.
Just put our filthy hands everywhere.
That's what she said.
Touch everything. Never stop. Just touch it.
Yep.
I wonder what rating does to my VOD. We're about to find out.
Mhm.
Did it go up? Your average?
It went up a
One
little
point.
bit. It has to
At one
update.
point, You had 7, so
I think the average for this stream was 4. Also, am I still... Oh, it's still recording even though I'm not... I've never done this before, so...